If you look at the original pieces of Greene and Greene furniture, they all have a rich, warm glow. A simple clear finish won't match the beautiful patina on the furniture that the Greene brothers created over a century ago. This finishing technique is a modern-day version using dye stains and an oil urethane to mimic that traditional finish. Start the finishing process with sanding. African mahoganies can vary a lot in color and hardness. This and the sanding will affect how dark the finish will look. Sand the face grain to 220 and end grain to 320. Next, raise the grain by flooding the surface with water. Avoid puddles and wipe off any excess. Let the wood dry and scuff sand with P600 grit sandpaper. To ensure the grain fibers are stable, repeat this process a second time. If your project includes the classic Greene and Greene style ebony plugs, glue them in now, before any finish is applied. To give the piece a rich uniform color without obscuring the grain, apply a dye stain. Mix 7 parts orange dye stain with 4 parts of a medium brown. Then, wipe on a liberal coat of the dye stain mixture with a padded applicator, but not enough that it leaves puddles behind. Make sure to start at the edges and go with the grain. You'll want to apply the dye stain quickly and always keep a wet edge so that it's less likely to streak. Dyes soak in almost instantly, so the application needs to be quick and precise. Dye stains are unlike traditional stains because they have a more even pigmentation. These pigments penetrate the wood, where regular stains tend to highlight blemishes or sit on the surface and blotch. Dye stains color everything evenly. Once the dye is applied, blow out any nooks and crannies with compressed air to avoid runs. Then let it dry for a few hours. Repeat the dye stain process a second time. The number of coats depends on the wood, dye stain, and top coat combination. Make a sample board ahead of time to test the look. For this project, 2 coats was just right. Allow the dye stain to dry overnight before applying the top coat. Using a brush designed for oil finishes, brush on a thin, even coat of oil urethane. As with the stain, start at the edges and work with the grain, working around the piece until all surfaces are covered. To keep the brush from hardening between coats, soak the brush in mineral spirits. Wipe off the excess with a clean rag. And continue to wipe with fresh rags until the rags come off the surface clean. Be sure to lay the oily rags out to dry. Wadded up oily rags can easily catch fire. Again, use compressed air to blow out the nooks and crannies to prevent drips and runs. Typically, 5 to 8 applications of the top coat are required. The first coats will soak into the wood. The later coats will set up much faster and have to be wiped sooner. The finish will have a dull look until enough coats are applied. You'll know you're done when the wood is no longer dull, but has a nice, even sheen.